I would wake up at 6 a.m. and train before work, and then race after work, and then wait for the weekend and go out for 5 hours. And yeah, it was basically a drug, and it caught me. And yeah, now I couldn't imagine my life without it. My name's Owen Blandy, and I live in southwest England in Somerset. Kind of looks like I'm about to do a cooking show or something. I've always been into food. I was actually a fussy eater, which is kind of ironic. So this is like a sort of messenger bag, I got it at a bike expo somewhere. And I've turned it into my mobile kitchen, basically. Yeah, I was always helping my parents in the kitchen. That was the biggest influence on my foodie life. I loved helping my mum make dinner and make cakes and things like that. And I really enjoyed going shopping with her as well and seeing what was out there, seeing the products. And I think that's a big part of my job right now, of going into foreign supermarkets. So my job is, I work as a team chef for EF Pro Cycling, which means I travel with the team to the biggest races in Europe. There's a whole number of about 30 staff, and I'm the only chef, and I produce the food for breakfast, for dinner, to make sure the riders are fueled up for the racing and all the demands of pro-level cycling. Yeah, other parts of my life, I mean, food obviously is a big part. Baking as well. I'm really passionate about sourdough and baking real bread in an ancient way of naturally leavening bread, not using dry yeast, not using a fast process that supermarkets often use. And I love to learn about the different wheat grains and the different processes and how people make bread in different customs, because it's such a unifying food item. I believe everyone can cook to a certain level, and I believe that they should really, take an interest in it, because it's the most important thing that you put in your body, essentially, and it fuels you to do what you want to do. I first started cycling, like most people, as a child, and then as a teenager, often to get to school or to go to friends' houses. So cycling was always a mode of transport rather than a sport. And then in my mid-20s, I discovered fixed gear cycling in London. Realised the pure form of cycling where you didn't need an expensive bike and it could be quite simple, and that progressed to racing, crit racing, fixed gear crit racing. So cycling, it took over my life in many ways, and I would wake up at 6 a.m. and train before work, and then race after work, and then wait for the weekend and go out for 5 hours. And yeah, it was basically a drug, and it caught me. And yeah, now I couldn't imagine my life without it.
You can take us through that area?
This is just a mobile sort of herb garden. It's like something I like to look after. Just culture the herbs at the front of the bike. Usually you've got a mixture of sage, rosemary, thyme, but whatever you can get, It's nice to have it. It just adds a little bit of je ne sais quoi to the dish. Yeah. Stuff it right in there. Yeah, so bikepacking has kind of come fairly late in my cycling journey, I guess. A big influence is my brother, who moved out to live in California. And he wasn't so much on the racing, sort of real, I guess, physical competition of cycling, but he was more on the adventure side. And so he took me on a couple of bikepacking trips in Arizona, into the desert, which was amazing. It was a real eye-opener of what a bike holiday can be. Different hand positions. I've been holding it like this. This is what I call the cherry picker, the hold. got a palm reader hold like this, reverse palm reader, just to alleviate the pressure, you know. So the trip I'm on now is basically an end of season adventure for me. I've been abroad a lot this summer, but it hasn't been my time. I've been working for the team. So I delayed my flight back from the Vuelta and started in Girona, and the plan was to do a lap of Spain, essentially. It's just a great way of traveling, it really is. And it's such a simple form of getting from A to B, but you really get to feel everything and you get to hear everything and you don't miss anything on the road. It's stop when you want, you start when you want, and yeah, it's a really pure form of adventure. I really enjoy it. So today, I managed to get in contact with a hostel nearby, so I'm going to put my stuff in the hostel. We're in Gijon, which is a city I came to during the Vuelta about two weeks ago, and Angliru is not far from here. So I'm dropping all my gear, and then we're going to go to Angliru, and I've heard it's one of the hardest climbs in the world. That was the beef back there.
That's what we just said.
When you're in a part of the world where there's such a mountain like that, literally a mountain of cycling, yeah, I love challenging myself on any sort of epic terrain, and I knew it would be really hard. Yeah, really went for it.
Hardest climb you've ever done?
I think so, but it's not that long, and the first part was really easy. The second part, yeah, it's really very steep in time. At points, very steep. One of the steepest things I've gone up for sure. But yeah, I would probably do it again. I think riding just instantly gives you that freedom. You know, you've got the bike beneath you and you can take it where you want. You can go off-road, you can do mountain biking, you can do road biking, you can race, you can commute. Yeah, I feel inspired to explore as many new roads as I can and see as many places as I can. And bikepacking for me is a great way to travel, and I love it. Yeah, cycling is a constant source of inspiration for me, for sure. Even when I'm not feeling too good, like, it just picks me up and it really lifts my spirits. So I would encourage anyone to join this network of cyclists and really just like meet as many people as you can for it.